what we have been doing in the past few seasons in terms of the direction. So this season we work backwards, like when you go back to the memory lane and like it's like somebody giving you a flower and you put in a book and you see that for a few years it becomes dry and then you go back and you think about all the days when those days when you got that flower or whatever. So it's like going back to the memory lane. You will see the same thing in the silhouettes and prints and everything. It's like going backwards towards your life. It's like a flower drying and then you start from where you got the flower from. So it's a winter collection basically, and it has this season we try to rework on the jutes and the khadi silk. Basically, we want to make khadi and jute very quirky. We have been doing very quirky stuff on a lot of different fabrics, but this season we want to rework on jute. So you see a lot of recycled jute in the collection. We actually took the Bora fabric and we made wearable outfit out of that. And a lot of khadi is being reworked with stencils and slogans to make it very quirky to really target the younger generation. Because I think khadi is something that is very devoid of like fun part. And that's why it's really generally very older people or like younger generation do not really go for it. So this season we really try to revamp the whole khadi and the jute so that it can work for the younger age group. And silvers are very loose, breezy as per the thing. Like it's going back to the memory lane. So very breezy and very easy silhouettes. And yeah, that's about it.
Hi, the collection for this time is called Nij Mandir, the Inner Sanctum. The inspiration behind this was the Nathdwara temple of Rajasthan. This is, basically where Krishna, the deity of Krishna resides, and it's got, his home, it's like his home, the whole temple. So it's got little coteries. So the inner sanctum is, the innermost coterie wherein the deity is kept. So that is where, all the purity is, that is where you get darshan. So the collection is all about it. I've used natural dyes in block prints and kalamkari, which is hand painted. And that's it. Any other questions if you guys have got?
We'll do the questions after you just get you all to talk about your collections and stuff, and then I'll let you come and speak, and then they'll ask you questions.
Hi, the collection name is Charchanar. So basically, in this collection, we have portrait Kashmir. So we have taken a lot of Turkish buttas and Persian ikats and munga silk. So we keep on doing the same thing, taking the crafts, forwarding it, textiles oriented and all. So the feel is basically Kashmir, which we try to depict, and I think so that's what I would love to tell you about it. Thank you.
And Amyra, would you like to talk about walking the ramp?
So I'm basically here for Aarti, and I think she knows that I've always loved her clothes. I love prints in general, and one thing I see about Aarti's clothes are that they're so original. Like even the prints, it's something you haven't really seen before. And she's right, she keeps it very young and very fresh. And a lot of us, especially my age, like we can all wear clothes like these, and I think that's why we just love it so much. Thank you.
Anyone has questions?
Okay, for the designers, can you, to Visa, you've used a lot of velvet, right? Velvet dupattas. So can you just talk more about that and the karigari?
So basically that is silk velvet which we have used, and the embroideries which you can see, it's completely hand embroidered. So if you have seen jamawar, this is called Kashmiri hand embroidery. So you have seen jamawars and pashminas, which is handcrafted. So the whole idea was to depict Kashmir, whether it was the workmanship, whether it was the buttas, or whether it was the colors. So we depicted from autumn to spring to autumn, or autumn to spring, whatever you say. So we have taken all the colors. The fall of the garments were also very fluid to make it more usable, that yes, this is what, yeah, and more formal, and we wanted to give a little party and the evening looks. So that was the whole thing we wanted to show.
हमारा आप हिंदुस्तानी सिनेमा में फैशन को किस तरह देखते हैं?
Well, I see it as something that makes you look good and makes you feel comfortable as well. something that gives you confidence at the end of the day. And fashion is ever changing, but style is something that's yours, that you need to make your own kind of brand. So any designer who can help you do that, in my terms, is what I would call fashionable and, you know, basically with it.
Amyra, what is your style?
I don't know, I don't really have a particular style. I like particular things sometimes. I'm very spontaneous when it comes to my stuff. So, I don't know, just whatever makes you feel really, really confident. And that's it. I mean, that's my style.
Who is your favorite designer?
Apart from Aarti, I have a couple favorites. I really like Manish's stuff. I really like Sneak Verma. I don't know, I like people who try different things, Pernia stuff. So, yeah.
Something like this, where would you want to sport?
Well, I'm actually wearing Aarti right now, and I would wear it for like a fashion week. I would wear it for a really nice, probably night out with friends, because it's something quirky and different, and I love that. You know, I just like different things, unique things. I mean, I think as a celebrity, we all want to make a name in fashion, and you have to be different and take risks to do that.
Aarti, can we know the fabrics that you've played up with?
This season we really wanted to work on Indian handlooms. So most of the fabric that you see is hand woven. So there is a lot of khadi, which is like pure hand woven khadi. There is a lot of jute, like I said, like we have actually taken the Bora fabric, we wash it and make it very wearable. And then hand woven mull and cottons, basically Indian handloom fabric. I really wanted to make it very quirky, because I think Indian handloom fabric is, I don't know, for some reason it is always like treated as like very old age, very serious, you know. So I really wanted to break that norm and really make it quirky. So everything is hand woven and it is very Indian handloom fabric. I wanted to make khadi very like funky. Why can't you have a funky khadi jacket with a nice slogan, you know? So we have silly bark, we have Langover kind of stuff. So like there's a big khadi trench which says, you know, leaf plucker. So you know, it's like that.
So what are the trends you're looking forward to from your collection?
I have been very quirky since the inception of my label. That's my USP. I see in the future I work more on Indian handloom fabrics. Maybe let's say ikat or maybe like hand woven gicha silk and all that. I really want to work on those textiles and make it very quirky, make it very young, make it very fresh. Because I think there's a lot of scope in that. And I think it's a great way of pushing Indian textiles forward. Like if I have to go to an international market or to an international trade show, I would rather take an Indian handloom fabric and work in my way rather than taking any imported fabric and then print it on that. Another push Indian textiles.
Can you talk about the cut work that you have incorporated in the collection?
Well, the cutwork is actually the jali, you know, which is there, and actually the pitchwise were actually hand painted in precious stones and real gold. So, you know, this is how all the motifs are taken from there, and they're actually, you know, the pitchwise are actually the seasons. Which, you know, are depicted in the inner sanctum. Like, you know, if it's summer, so, you know, the Lord has to be kept cool. So they would have, sort of hand paints like this, which is like the jal, jal cherry. So that's, you know, that'll be the like whole lotus pond. Wherein, you know, if it is, it's like a Vrix cherry. You know, suppose when Krishna is doing Leela in a jungle, you know, so then it's called Vrix cherry. And then, you know, there are kadam trees wherein sort of a peacock would perch and the flowers are trickling down. You must come to the source, you know, to check out the whole thing, because each garment has been inspired from these different pitchwise. Pitchwise, you know, are actually the decorations which are behind the Lord Krishna. So, and and when we did the shoot back in Calcutta, we've used a male protagonist which is playing Krishna, and he's wearing, you know, all these garments, and he's absolutely dancing like, you know, as if he's really happy. So it's quite a deep collection, and it's done totally in natural dyes, hand block printed in natural dyes and hand painted in natural dyes. So there's a lot of Indian textiles which we use, but in a very contemporary fashion. And so that, you know, women of today, you know, sort of aged between say 25 till up, you know, they sort of love the garments due to the silhouette as well as the textiles.
सबसे बड़ा फैशन आइकन किसे मानते हैं? एक्ट्रेस
Deepika Padukone.
स्टाइल आइकन
Arti, I want to ask you about typography, that you've incorporated a bit of typography.
Hi everyone, I'm Sonal Varma and my brand's called Rara Abyss. So the fall-winter festive collection is what we showcased here. And the inspiration was the dark matter. It was a reflection of the subconscious mind, talking about the complexities that are created by an individual living in the city. So it was really about luxury, about using expensive fabrics and detail to leather, detail in terms of material being used. So going from washed silks and cottons, we went on to using leather, fur and wool and mohair. So silhouettes were very contemporary and feminine, but they had a slight edge in terms of texturization. So that's more or less about it, and shall I hand it over?
Thanks, Arul. My brand's called Doodlage. My name is Kriti. The idea for the collection that we just showcased was to discover your inner child. It was about a strong, confident woman, urban woman who is tackling so many other things like work, children, families, etc. So this was about not being so concerned about the little details, little problems, issues that you have with garments, because we work with recycling and upcycling of fashion. So we take a lot of waste from industry and create our outfits right out of that. So it was about celebrating those stains, those patches, those issues, and just like letting yourself be. The silhouettes that we chose were easy, were comfortable, had tights. We chose shoes instead of stilettos and heels like that. So it was all about comfort and celebrating your inner child. The collection itself was called Hopscotch as well. So it was, remembering the good old days. Yeah.
Thank you. Kanika.
Hi everyone, I'm Kanika Goyal. We showcased a fall winter 2016 and we titled it as a realm, because it's almost like we made two opposite aspects meet. And that would be, we got inspired by Frank Gehry's architecture, and which is very contradictory to our own brand. That's usually based on Bauhaus's very clean lines. So there was, you can say, it was like really exaggerated minimalism that was showcased. Also, I would really like to stress on the embroideries that we did this season. We've been working since April. We've been working with this NGO called Bharati Gramin Mahila Sangh in Haryana, and we've been uplifting Fulkari as a craft. So the patterns that you saw in the show, we've done that with a twist, and we've converted into monotones. We've done surfaces. We've changed the surface for that, and we are currently teaching about 400 women that craft, and that is something that you probably saw if you saw the images of the show. And yeah, and I really want to take that forward in the coming years. And other than that, we followed our very architectural undertone. All the silhouettes were very constructed. There was a lot of layering in terms of pattern making, and there was color blocking. We also did a print which was a distorted flower print. So yeah, I think that's about it.
Thank you. Does anyone have any questions?
Can you talk about the patterns that you've used and the fabrics as well?
The patterns in terms of the embroideries?
Yeah, embroideries or even
like the garment patterns
yeah,
you're talking about?
garment.
So we do, I don't know if you've seen our label from day one, our basis is we do a lot, very sort of a maximal garment construction. So we have a lot of folds, we have a lot of layering, and it all comes together as, one piece. Like especially what she's wearing, it has like, it's stitched one, but it looks like it has too many layers going on. So yes, we really focus on our garment construction. In terms of our embroidery, I told you, we did Fulkari. If you've seen Fulkari, it's a very colorful art. So craft, sorry. And then when you actually convert it into monotones, it totally looks like a geometric pattern. And you tell people that it's Fulkari, and they're like, oh my god, like we never thought it would be. So yeah, that's about it. And in terms of colors, we've experimented a lot. I'm not a very colorful person, still I put out color there. We've done teal, we've done yellow ochre, we've done, there's the basics that are there, love maroon, all the dark colors, there's black, grey, and then there is, yeah, and we did a couple of pop colors. We did powder blue, so a lot of pastels, like pops of colors.
कनिका, my question is, जैसे कि आपने बताया कि 400 women को आप आगे ले आ रही हैं, तो in what way आप उनको help कर रही हैं और कैसे वो आ रही है आगे? ये थोड़ा सा
तो हम उनको अभी बेसिकली पैसे दे रहे हैं पर पीस को. हम उनको बेसिकली फुलकारी में जो क्राफ्ट सिखा रहे हैं वो 3 टाइम से ज़्यादा हमने प्रोसेस फास्ट किया उनके लिए. अगर वो जैसे हरियाणा में हम विलेजेस में गए तो अगर वो एक दुपट्टा 3 महीने में बना रहे हैं, हमने उनको 1 महीने में करवाया. उनका वहाँ पे प्रोसेस बहुत डिफरेंट है. You go to rural villages and everything, it's very different. They don't have the, you see in the fashion houses or whatever, like how we guys operate, we have addas and we do karigari on that. So they don't have all of that. They don't use the normal needlework. So we give them all those facilities. Also in terms of designs, they get it outsourced. The initial, what do you say, the layout, the khaka, chapte hain jo basically, that is, they buy it. And that what what do you say, like what we did basically, our research, they get it done for $60. We cut it down to ₹5 because they didn't know how to do the process. So in terms from step 1 into getting the entire design process, explaining them that you don't have to fill the entire thing. You know, the demand of people is changing. If you're selling this handcrafted thing, putting using needle, ultra needle to put the pattern on the cloth, it's not going to come off. People want quality even if it's hand, you know. So we've replaced it by zinc oxide. We've done a lot of changes. So whatever will help them, you know, even be independent later on, sell them the stuff themselves. Also, yeah, so it's like the entire process is there from design till the entire piece is made, and you know. And even if you visit our store, we've done a diffusion line also this time in cotton, and we've incorporated the same fulkari in that, and that is doing really well. We started last month.
So the fabrics that we chose this time were a lot of organic fabric wastes. We went out and sourced these fabrics from retailers and printers who were working with organic textiles. So you'll see a lot of linen, organic cottons that we've patched together. We've also used corn and bamboo fabrics this time, which are again biodegradable. So that was the focus, to move from not just any kind of industry waste, but to move towards fabrics which are also eco-friendly while we're recycling them. Yeah.
Do you think typography is again one trend that we're looking forward to, because you have used it?
Yes. So typography is something that we closely associate with as well, and it's a trend that allows you to communicate yourself better. So it associates with each client, and we're quite strong in. We are quite strong with customization and giving the client what they want as well. So it relates to individual clients personally as well. So, and it's very street. It gets that fun out of you. It associates with you. So it sort of, for us, it related to the topic as well. And whenever we have clients, it helps us associate with them very closely. So they come up to us and tell us, you know, why can you do this for my outfit? Or can you change can I go for this slogan instead of that slogan? So it sort of helps us build a relationship with our clients as well.
Yeah. So मेरा जॉब किसको सपोर्ट करने वाले हैं, किसको सपोर्ट करने आए हैं?
I've come to support Aarti Vijay Gupta.
And अगर फैशन की बात करिए तो what is fashion for you?
Confidence at the end of the day, yeah, confidence.
And what is your personal fashion style statement?
My personal fashion, I don't have a particular sense of style, honestly. Like, I like girly, I like tomboy, but if you actually ask me to choose, it would be between, you know, rock or chic.
बॉलीवुड में अगर बात की जाए सो आपका सबसे ज़्यादा आप स्टाइल आइकन किसको?
Deepika Padukone.
और what is your favorite brand?
My favorite clothing brand would be between, I love my H&M, Zara, Mango, that entire kind of section. I think it's really young and relatable, so I'm more into high street brands.
So कोई upcoming projects के बारे में कुछ बताना चाहेंगे?
Sorry?
Upcoming projects के बारे में?
So I'm doing Kung Fu Yoga with Jackie Chan, so that's going to come out in January, and I'm working on my Telugu debut as well, so just shuffling between those two.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For more news and gossips, don't forget to subscribe to Bollywood Helpline.